Hello guys, this is Brian here with the update video today is October the 10th, 2014. It's 10 o'clock at night here. And I got some updates about my shoulder. Back on October the 1st, I went to my orthopedic doctor because back in end of September, around the 20th, 25th, they gave me an NSAID to take, see if that would help my shoulder. And of course, it did not because I couldn't take all of it because I developed a little bit of heartburn. And my gastric bypass doctor said, stop taking it if you develop any kind of heartburn, so which I did. Because if you're going to take an NSAID, you have to take some other medications to counteract the effects of the NSAID for weight loss surgery people. Because you will develop ulcers if you don't take the proper medications to protect your stomach or your pouch. Which I'm going to do a video about that in a little while. I don't know when that will be posted, but he said, let's go ahead, before we do any kind of surgery, let's do another MRI to make sure you don't have any new problems. Because I told him, I don't know if I may have hurt it again. I think I did, because while in physical therapy with my shoulder and my back, they had me flipping on my stomach and then my back. Back on my stomach, then back on my back doing various exercises. And I bet you I was lifting myself up with my right arm and didn't really realize it and hurt it that way. Or I must have been carrying something in the house. So we got the MRI done on, I think it was October the 3rd. Orthogram MRI, that is. If you're going to have one of those, folks, take a painkiller and the muscle relaxer. So they're not very comfortable. They become somewhat painful. Especially if you have back problems like I do, sitting in that machine long enough, and then you get your shoulder in their special device for them to image it and all that. So I went back to him on the 8th, and he did say it still shows a tear and another tear. There's two tears. They cannot 100% confirm the second tear. It's in the bicep muscle, and the way the dye is in the joint, it did not seep all the way through the muscle, if I'm understanding that correctly. So therefore, the radiologist kind of sees partial of it, but he can't see all of it clearly on the film or the MRI. And they also said my bicep muscle kind of shifted, which I really don't know about that. I can't really understand what the doctor was saying. He said, you're going to have to have surgery. And I was like, oh my God. I wasn't thinking clearly as it is. Didn't feel good. And he said, I'm going to have to refer you to my partner in my practice who specializes in this type of problems with shoulders. And apparently, my orthopedic I was going to, it's in the same office, thank God. But he said he's more specializes in the rotator cuffs in the shoulder. Mine's getting into the bicep muscle, so the other guy specializes in that, I guess. I liked him. I went on the Wednesday. I came back on Friday, and the other guy said the same thing. I still can't. I don't understand what they mean by the bicep muscle kind of moved or shifted a little bit because of the tear. The way he's explained to me, they have to undo the tendon and sew it back on. I guess if I'm understanding it correctly. Of course, I wasn't feeling good. All these people coming in and out of the room because they had the reception, the surgery schedule woman came through there. He had his PA come through there explaining this, more information, what, get ready for the surgery, what's going to happen afterwards. And the insurance lady came through there. I was there for 2 hours because of all this. And the insurance lady said, I don't know why I'm in here. Your insurance company's going to pay 100%, so, nothing to worry about there. And the PA came back, got me all my post-op appointments set up, and they're going to get my physical therapy started on my post-op visits and all, all that. But so it's going to be outpatient surgery. So the surgery for my shoulder is going to be on October the 20th at 10:30. I had to be there at 8 o'clock in the morning at the hospital. And thank God it's outpatient. I don't have to stay there for the whole night, thank God. But the bad part about the surgery is I'm going to have my arm in a sling for 4 to 6 weeks. And I'm right-handed, so you know what that means? I have to start using my left hand for using the bathroom, you know what I mean? Getting dressed. It's not going to be pretty. Not looking forward to that. He did tell me that they will put this... I will wake up from surgery with my arm in a sling. I don't know how this is going to play out. I don't know if I have to wear it at night time. I'm assuming I do. I don't know. But after 3 to 4 weeks after having it in a sling, they will start doing physical therapy. So I had to be out from work at least a month to 3 months, depending on how well I do. I work in the office setting, so I don't have to do any kind of heavy lifting, so I don't know if that will come into play or not. But thank God I did keep my short-term disability. Only bad thing about that is only 60 to 70% of your regular pay. They don't pay you full regular pay. So my surgery is scheduled for October the 20th, and I look like I'll be out to work between a month to 2, between 1 and 3 months, the guy said. I don't know if I'm going to do an update video beforehand, but I will definitely do one after the surgery, probably that Friday, maybe, depending how much how good I feel. I do have a post-op visit, I think the Wednesday after the surgery is on the 20th, which is Monday. The 22nd is a Wednesday, so 2 days afterwards. I don't know if I'm able to drive at all for a couple weeks. I don't know. I'm going to have to ask them about that. But like I said, I'm not willing for 100% sure what they mean by the muscle kind of shift, the bicep muscle kind of shifted because of the tear. I'm going to have to do more research on that. I guess I wish the guy the doctor kind of took a little bit more time, but everybody was in there, everybody was going back and forth. Like I said, the doctor was in there at one time, then his PA came in there 2 different times, and the insurance lady, the surgery scheduler, everything was going through my mind 100 miles an hour. You just don't think, honestly, you just don't think straight when all this is going on in your mind. And I wish they kind of done this back in August or September to the end, instead of doing this towards the end of the year, because I hope I do a speedy recovery, because I don't have much money to spend afterwards to have any physical therapy after January the 1st. That means I had to pay my $500 out of pocket. It resets on January the 1st. So one good thing, having it done in 2014, everything is getting paid at 100%. I don't have any more co-pays to pay. Even my prescriptions are free right now because of Obamacare. That's one good thing about this. So keep me in your prayers and thoughts, and I don't know if this is going to be how much painful this is going to be. But I'm assuming I'm going to be very bitchy and irritable with my arm in sling for weeks on end. I'd imagine. So I don't know how those people in casts can stand it. I really don't. I've seen one person in there with a leg cast and could barely bend it. I would really go crazy with that if I had to have that in my leg or arm. But luckily with the sling, you can actually a little bit move it. So if you have any questions or comments, please post it below. I don't know when this video will be posted. Probably will be posted tomorrow or Sunday, depending how busy I am with getting all this ready for surgery for the 20th. And getting all this ready for my employer, getting time off scheduled and all that. If you have any questions or comments, please post them below, and I'll talk to y'all later.